And we're back. Welcome to the Obligatory Podcast with Kermit and Mike. My name's Mike.
I'm Kermit. Why are you laughing?
We're going to get that right sometime. You're right, man. It sounds so radio-ish. It goes right from, hey, how you doing? Everything okay? Like
Hey,
we were just talking like normal human beings 30 seconds ago, and then you press record and it goes right into 80s. Hey, we got the top hits coming you. We're going to be playing them at 15 after. Be sure to call in with today's secret word for your chance to win $1,000. Where's that whistle sound effect?
Woo, woo, woo.
Ow, ow, ow. It's crazy. It's Mike and Kermit and the Wild Crew getting you the morning drive. All right. But seriously, man, how you been?
I've been good, man.
Cool. Hey, this is our first time actually starting episode. We got a special guest.
We got a special guest all the way from L.A. Well, he was from Orlando, but from L.A.
No, I claim Orlando.
You claim Orlando?
See what I mean? He sucks at intros.
Why
Like,
would
we
you
should have
do
been
that?
to your name by now. How about we just get
Justin
right
Lawson.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, Justin Lawson. Oh, my
Yo,
God,
the
he's so
clap.
amazing. Wow.
Oh, the clap?
Yo, that was.
Because that was the
hilarious.
edited part. That's why you're making fun of me, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That was. That was.
I thought I was like, oh, that was a lonely clap.
No, that was. That wasn't applause.
that was a single
That
clap.
was a cue mark.
So we are
Anyways.
here. We're actually second time too. We're at the Orlando Improv, doing it
Yep.
from the Orlando Improv, the obligatory podcast tonight. And we just lucked out. We were like, hey man, let's go do it from the Improv this Wednesday, and let's see who's there. And we got fortunate because at first they were like, oh, it's a magician on stage, and I was like, God damn it. And then they were like, oh, but Justin Lawson's up, and I'm like, yeah, let's see if we can get Justin. So for those of you not familiar with Justin, you started out doing comedy in Oregon, and then I met you probably about, man, it's been probably
It's
8
been a
years.
while. Yeah,
8
it's
years
been a
I
while.
met you and your brother when you guys came out here from Oregon, started doing comedy, and then just in the past, what is it, 1 year, 2 years, you moved out to L.A.
Yeah. I think it was 1 year. It was like
I think you've been out there for about 1 year and a half.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
1.5.
Yeah.
it was a half. Man,
So-
I'm getting old.
The half.
man.
The
I don't
half
even-
part
And
means
look
not.
at how they treat you. When you're here, you can't get on the improv stage. You move to L.A., all of a sudden, like,
Come
you want to
back.
open for a magician?
You got it. It's right here. That's funny.
So how is it being out there, man? What are you doing out there?
Well, LA's okay. Is I'm not saying it's this is my thing. If you're gonna go out there for stand up, you should definitely have stuff ready. Definitely. Oh, because it's
Ready as in material or ready
Material.
as in a day job?
both.
A
One of those-
living
I do
area.
a bagel shop in the morning.
What do you mean
What?
you do a bagel shop?
Yeah, I work at a bagel shop in the morning.
Like telling
Even
jokes?
now?
No, man. Why would I? Well, actually, I do kind of.
Right now, you
yeah. Every like.
Because I see your schedule, and it looks like you don't have time for another job. It looks like
Yeah,
you're on the road
no.
every week.
I usually am on the road with Preacher, but when I'm not on the road, I still need income, and so in LA is a little bit harder to get on shows.
Yeah.
So you gotta do open mics, and those are different, bruh. Anybody that complain about open mic in Orlando doesn't deserve.
Because you only get what, like 3 minutes, right?
Oh, if there's sometimes you get 3 minutes. Like the top is like 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow.
Hi,
Yeah.
how you doing? Get off stage. Okay.
Yeah, it's like my name's Justin. It's hard for a storyteller. It's
Yeah.
hard for a storyteller, and then that's if you get on stage. You got to put your name in a bucket. Listen, Brett, I don't want to say the club's name, but let's just say I went to a club, right? And I had they were like, in order for you to get on stage, you got to buy a drink. And at the time, I wasn't drinking. I was like, I'll just get a Red Bull, right? And I give her my card, and she was like, you want me to keep it open? I'm like, it's a Red Bull. Why would you keep it open? Just close it. So she gives me the card, and I give her the card, and she gives me the Red Bull. I start drinking. She brings back the receipt. It was $11.
What?
$11
Was
for
there something in the Red Bull?
Bruh, I thought it was. I was like, did you ring me up for a box of Red Bulls?
Yep.
For $11, you should have
11. It
grew
was
some
one
wings.
That's
Red Bull. Yo, I
ridiculous.
should have, bruh. I should have flew. I
That's
should have flew
ridiculous.
here from the Red Bull.
Man.
Bruh, it was $11, and she was like, you got to put your name on the ticket. I was like, I don't even want it now. I was trying to spit it back and give it back. I was like, give me the $11 back, man.
Oh, man.
And then you put your name in a bucket, and they pick your name, but they didn't pick my name.
So
that night.
$11 not to get picked that night.
Yeah, some dude you know who the dude they picked? Some dude that didn't even do jokes. He just put soap on his body and left.
What?
Yeah, I tried to kill him.
What do you mean?
I was like, no, you ain't gonna take my stage time. And
What do you mean he just put soap on his body?
Bro, he literally no jokes. He went on stage and he took like some hand soap or whatever and just put it on his body. That literally. Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
crackhead.
surprised by this.
Well,
Like,
I forget what I forget
I'm
what
used to crackheads.
documentary I was watching, but it was a club out in L.A. where people were lined up. I think it was a documentary called Open Mic, and I forget the comic's name in it. Bradley, something Bradley. But it was showing how he moved out from New York to start doing comedy in L.A. And the type of stuff he had to sign up to be on, like a drawing. You had to get there super early, and there were homeless people that would sign up. They got no comedy. They're signed up to like
nice. Wait,
maybe get some time.
seriously?
This is the
up,
only.
Mike?
Thanks, Mike. Sorry for the interrupting, guys. They brought French fries in, and the only reason Kermit likes doing a podcast from the Improv is that they bring him food and drinks.
But this
to
is
him.
not my food. I didn't order
Definitely
this.
mine.
Yeah.
That's my fries.
Look at
You
it.
can have some.
No, I'm good.
But I have no sauce.
Yeah. You know what else you need to go with that? $11 Red Bull.
Just $1,000 so I could.
Oh man, but yeah, the scene out there. Everybody I've talked to who's been out there is like, man, it's so hard to get time because not only are you like you can leave Orlando thinking you're big and you got your feature set and everything else, and you go there and number one, you got to start all over unless you know people, and number two, even if you do get on a show, sometimes some of these big names just swing in, in New York and L.A. and they're like, yeah, Bill Burr just decided he wanted to work out, 20 minutes tonight, so we're bumping you back. So
Yeah, that does happen. And I seen Bill Burr. He's amazing. I don't know, bruh. Yo, all right.
It seems. Do you hang out at the Comedy Store out there at all?
Sometimes I don't hang out too much because I want to get on stage.
Yeah.
But I do hang out a little bit though because it's still a thing you should do.
It's still a little bit of networking, but you're not one of those younger guys that's like, oh man, if I stay here, I can see Chris D'Elia and maybe meet him.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, man, I gotta get somewhere and find my stage time because I gotta be at the bagel shop in the morning.
I got these everything bagels. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's
Everything
called,
bagels?
It's called
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
What's an everything bagel
It's
anyway?
everything on it.
Believe it or not, it doesn't have everything though. It's like it's everything I don't like on one
man,
bagel.
it's so nasty. I was like, who
It's never
designed
like
this?
the good stuff. It's never like raisins and cinnamon and
Yeah.
chocolate chips. It's all like the crap no one else wanted to buy on one
They
bagel.
were like,
That's
let's
a
get this
seedy one,
trash
right?
and put it on top.
It
of
is. It's like
There's
poppy seeds. and-
Oh, sesame. Bro,
Yeah.
poppy seed is so nasty to
Yeah.
me.
Isn't that what heroin's made out of, or cocaine or whatever?
Yeah,
Poppy
heroin's
seeds?
made out of poppy.
Yeah,
But
Stop
it's,
lying.
I swear
yeah,
to you.
yeah, poppy fields.
Poppy fields are
I'm
it's
so
heroin.
dumb.
Yeah.
I learned something today.
But
Snapple fact.
yeah, you ever see what was it? It was MythBusters where the guy was like trying to pass off. He's like, I failed the drug test because I had a poppy seed bagel this morning for breakfast.
That's funny.
And they're like, no, we don't believe that. He's like, no, I ate the poppy seed because I had the munchies from smoking all that weed.
Wow. I didn't know. Man. let me
Now
stop
he's gonna be
because
back there trying to eat as many.
Scraping, he's scraping all the
I
everything
need
bagel.
poppy seed.
You're gonna
You want the bagel? No, just poppy.
whatever's left in the basket. At the end of the day, you put it in a little Ziploc bag. You show up at the open mics like, yo, man.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to
I
get
got
on
what you
stage. Brett, thank you. I'm gonna just carry poppy seed. Y'all done smoking weed? How about?
You know what's not even halfway funny? When I was starting out, there were so many showcases and shows I didn't get asked to be on just because I don't mind if anyone smokes weed. That's their thing. I just never really got into it. It wasn't my drug of choice. And you'd be surprised how many people only work with or travel with other people. They're like, oh, yeah, because I can smoke with them after the show.
Oh, yeah,
or
that's
like, this
weird.
guy can hook me up. Yeah.
Some people shouldn't do drugs, man. But weed.
But weed.
But weed.
But
How
we-
easy it is to get weed now in L.A.
So easy, man. You can just go in the store and get weed. Like,
you don't need the
literally-
prescription
I'm gonna say
card.
you don't have
Nah.
a card.
Nah, man. It's so you know what? Nah, I don't have a card. There's some that you have to have a card. But there's
Is-
so many that you could just walk in and be like, hey.
Isn't it you buying the card gives you like the access to get more stronger?
Well, there's different
Listen,
dispensaries
bruh,
and stuff
okay.
that you need.
It's strong.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
it's
go,
strong?
You could go into
The child section of weed is strong.
And
Man,
that's
listen.
why it's hard not to do weed in LA because you can get weed for like $10 or a Red Bull for 11.
Yeah. It's like good choice, man. You know what I mean? I'd rather do weed. I'd
Yeah,
rather-
me too.
yeah.
Like I never did drugs till I found out Red Bull was
Yes.
$11.
That's
So
what that's what
thirsty.
made me start doing drugs. I was like, what? $11? You know what? I could
So-
get an eighth for the
So
same.
you work in the bagel shop. Do you ever get recognized at work? Like from
twice.
people seeing?
I got. They're like, oh, okay.
I thought things were going better for you.
Yeah. Hey, all right. Well, I won 3 everythings, Poppy seed. Yeah, I did what's that podcast? Kill Tony. I did Kill Tony.
Yeah.
And somebody recognized me, and I I guess they were thought I was angry at the time when I went on the show, but I wasn't angry. I was high. But I wasn't agreeing. I wasn't high.
You're hot. You're angry high.
No, I wasn't angry. I just wasn't laughing at what they were saying.
Okay, that makes sense.
Was it because you're a step behind, so by the time you realize what they said was
It could
funny, you're
be.
like, it would be awkward to laugh.
Yeah, I was like, it's too late.
Man, that's why I don't smoke it, because you guys know me. I like being the quicker one and having the thing. And then the couple of times I've smoked it, I've always sat there in a conversation waiting for my turn to talk while someone's talking. And then when everybody stops talking, I can't remember what I wanted to say.
Oh, bruh.
And then I'm just like,
I've done that before.
yeah.
But it's different. Like there's a sativa, which makes you think more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got to get in
your
on
minds-
I thought that's a drug that makes you like not be able to move your muscles.
What?
I saw it on a movie. Don't ask me.
That's
he
a
smokes,
horrible movie.
He smoked sativa and then he passed out in the bed.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's not it.
Someone gave me Adderall once, and dude, I cured AIDS.
What?
And then someone gave me weed right after, and I forgot how I cured the AIDS.
This man is stupid.
No, I took Adderall once, and I don't do any drugs. And someone just like, here, just try it. Just
Is
try
Adderall
it.
the one that makes you focus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, listen, sativa makes you focus. Sativa gets
sativa?
your mind. It's like a Red Bull, except
So wait,
I feel like Red Bull's gonna cut us as
yeah,
you
they're
know,
gonna like,
sponsoring
we're
our
not
show.
gonna sponsor you.
is sativa like a new form of cocaine? 'Cause you're saying it gives you energy.
Yeah, no, it's not like cocaine. Well, I never did cocaine, so I don't know how.
Wink.
Cocaine.
Okay.
You don't gotta wink it.
Wink.
I did. All right. I feel like you're on cocaine now. If you got it. No, sativa gives you. It helps you think. And then indica is like a more chill, relaxed.
Right.
I didn't know about all this until I went to LA.
Right.
Like I
Justin's
went
a
into
pro.
the store just to be like, yo, what and then they were like, what type of weed you want? I was like, regular weed. I don't know.
That's
They're like,
me too. I'm so white.
Bruh. Well, me too. Apparently. And it's like an Apple store.
Yeah.
Like they literally got
They
it.
got all the different names and all the
Like
different
it's-
displays?
strains.
Bruh, the displays on, when you go to the Apple store, you
Yeah.
try to pick stuff on that. It's like that.
Oh wow.
I was like, I'm confused on what. I was like, can you just please give me something regular? I don't know what this
It's like
means.
if Wawa sold drugs. That's amazing. I'm
feel
sorry.
like they do.
I'm on a Wawa kick lately.
You
I
going
never
punching
knew
your
about
number?
Wawa other than the gas. Have you been to Wawa?
You never knew about Wawa?
Yeah, what's
I
wrong with
knew
you?
there was Wawa, but the reason I liked it was because it had a free air pump outside and the PT Cruiser. I'm not going to buy a new tire for that anytime soon. So, like 3 times a week, I go by, fill it up with air. I'd never been inside Wawa, and then I wandered inside one day, and oh my God, it's like, dude, you know me. Like 3 o'clock in the morning is when I eat, and my only option is like McDonald's usually. And now they know me by my first name at Wawa. I don't even go to the computer anymore. They just go, Mike, you want the Philly today?
Wawa's
I'm like,
pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I like how you skip over the fact you fill your tire 3 times a week.
Yeah.
You have an inner tube. You don't have a tire, bro.
Eat one of these.
You need to fix that, man.
Man, your people know about rafts. You leave me to cars, all right? I didn't ask you how far you swum.
Swam.
Is swum a word?
Swam.
Really?
No.
You're gonna correct me on
I
grammar?
got. If there's one, I'm gonna take it.
No.
I gotta take it.
So, you got the bagel shop going. You're on tour most of the time right now. You guys
Yeah.
doing theaters or improvs or what's going on?
Improvs. We haven't done a theater yet, but we did a lot of good clubs. Helium. Comedy Works in Denver.
Yeah,
Amazing
it's a good
club,
one.
bro. I love. My favorite so far has been Helium. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Where's that
was,
at?
It's in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
So it's such a
Oh, you get to go back to like your hometown where you kind of
yeah.
started out.
It was so much fun.
You seeing a lot of people from?
Yeah, I did actually see a lot. Most of them live in L.A. now, though. So it's like on and off. I feel like you want some fries. You keep on looking over.
No. Keep going.
This is every week with this guy. Every week you're having a conversation with him, and he just starts drifting off, and you're like, "Oh, I thought we were talking, but okay, what's going on?"
You have my full attention.
Yeah.
You're acting weird, man.
I'm checking the battery.
He
if you wanna
needs,
know.
he needs some sativa, man.
Oh,
he
please,
needs to stay
please.
focused.
Do you need some poppy seeds? Because
Yeah.
I got a few bagels. If you need to sniff them or eat them, whatever you guys do.
So, since you've been gone, like, I know with your brother, he's looking for like cleaner guys to open for him. I know your material wasn't exactly.
Oh, I'm super clean for preaching.
Now you're.
Yeah.
Did you have to write new stuff, or did you just take your old stuff and clean it up a bit? What you got going on?
I cleaned up most of it.
Mm-hmm.
There is some new jokes that I do, but Preacher's real cool as long as you don't go like hardcore.
Yeah.
Because he does want clean because his audience members are clean. Like I seen, there's a dude that hosted one time and he was dirty, and the audience members like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you still got to understand that the headliner brings the crowd. So whatever the headliner does. So I personally was like, I'm gonna be cleaner because his crowd wants cleaner.
Yeah,
material.
that's why they're coming out.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, but Preacher's like, you could say small stuff, but don't just go overboard. You know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, there's one dude.
Have you slipped up?
No.
Have you slipped up? You like just saying like shit, and then you're like, oh, whoops.
No,
like
I
in
haven't
your
slipped
head?
up yet. I've been pretty good. One time I did smoke weed and I did a British accent on accident.
Wait,
What's
what?
that sound like?
Bro, it was horrible. I don't know where.
Let's hear that
Let's
British
hear
accent.
that. Let's hear it. Let me hear
I
that
don't have
British.
it. Hello, mate. I don't know.
He just went Australian.
Kangaroo. This is definitely British.
He's like, yeah, man, he was a British dude on vacation
You know
in
me?
Australia.
Koala bear. Yeah,
Koala bears.
Everybody knows
Oh, my
this
God.
is
Oh, everybody
British.
knows those koala
Yeah,
bears.
you were definitely high.
Oh, bro, it was. But I was literally doing like, and then I noticed one of the ladies were in the audience. She was like, "What the hell is going?" And that's when I was like, "Oh snap! I'm probably high."
Who was it? He was doing the worst. Who was it? Idris Elba or Elba? Who?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I know
that-
who
The
you're
next
talking about.
Bond. I would
Next
love to
Bond.
see him as James Bond.
I think he would be dope.
He would. It would
He's
be
not
good.
gonna, I thought he was.
Nah,
set
there
for
was
that.
rumors, but I don't think
Oh,
it's
no?
actually gonna happen. But you know what they should do? Just go make another movie where he's a British spy and not call it 007.
Yeah.
Like The Bourne Ultimate. You know, it's a spy movie. And he's
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah, all you really. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he'd be dope though.
And what's funny is some James Bond fans are like, well, you know, he doesn't have to be 007. It could be a Bond film and he could be 009. I'm like, really? You've gone through like 6 Bond actors, but once it's a black dude, no, we need to change that number up.
black.
But-
That's like Barbie dolls. Like every different culture had a Barbie doll. Like this is Asian Barbie and this is Taiwanese Barbie and this is Australian Barbie. But then there was one girl that they put in a wheelchair and they're like, this is Barbie's friend Debbie. Like what? Barbie can't be a Crip? You know what the hell's going on? It's just rude, dude. It's just rude.
Stop playing, bro.
No, I swear. Google it. Google it. She comes in a little plastic wheelchair.
No, you lie.
Bruh.
Dude, I
playing,
100%.
I am so looking that up.
There's a Barbie in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Not that wheelchairs are bad.
And
but
they
it's
didn't
just-
call her Barbie. They called her Barbie's friend Deb.
Shut
Wow.
up.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can be any color you want. And that's what teaches girls. Girls, you can be any color you want and be Barbie. But if you get in a skiing accident in the
Whoa.
dream house,
They immediately changed your name.
Barbie's friend Deb. Deb wears glasses because
Wow.
girls who wear glasses are ugly.
Oh man.
Damn.
That was just, that
Yeah,
wasn't me.
that was
That was just
hardcore. And
so-
I support the glasses people. I just want to let you know that I'm a blind dude myself.
It's funny. I actually got a call last week, and I had last week off originally, and then I got a call from James John, and he got hit up to do a gig. He couldn't do it, and it was down at Captain Brian's Off the Hook. It was opening for Mark Curry.
Yeah.
From Hanging with Mr. Cooper. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm off. I'll do it. So it was me headline Wednesday night, then feature for him the rest of the weekend. And on my on the night I got into Naples, I didn't know this. One of your roommates shows up.
Matt Price.
Matt Price shows up. Magician who now lives in L.A., but he was a Naples guy for a while.
Yeah.
And he hosted for us all week, so it was kind of fun to watch him and bump into him. But
He a cool
also, also his whole intro all week long was, Preacher Lawson's coming through, because I guess Preacher's there at the end of the month or next month. He's He's like, Preacher Lawson's coming through, and he's like, true story, he's on my lease. And I'm like, correction, he signed a lease so you have a place to sleep.
That is correct.
I'm like, I don't think you understand.
I don't know if I can say this, but none of us are on. Wait, look, we're all on the lease.
No, let's face it. Let's face it. It's Preacher's place.
It's definitely Preacher's
and
place.
you guys are crushing there.
Yeah.
Done.
No, I mean we're still paying them for
Yeah.
rent and whatnot, but it's definitely in his
But it's
name.
cool. It's a very that's
he's-
cool that he's doing
helping
that.
out- Yeah, he helped us out a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that he.
It was just I was trying to explain to Matt the difference between Preacher being on his lease and Matt's living somewhere where Preacher has.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you live in the living room.
I'm like,
if you were on the lease, you would have a room.
and then you're
You sleep in our dining room,
Yeah,
Brett. You sleep on the table.
As Mitch Hedberg say, every bed's a bedroom if you can put a bed in it. You know, who are you to tell me this is my kitchen? This is my bedroom with oven facilities.
Well, until he gets his bed.
But yeah, so basically I picture like, all those 1920s gangster films where they're like, we're going to the mattresses, where they rent apartments, put mattresses on the floor because when they're battling out the windows with guns, they want to stay low. Did you know this?
No.
Oh, in old gang lingo, whenever, like in The Godfather,
know this.
whenever they're going to the war, they're like, we're going to the mattresses. And what that meant was they were going to rent apartments in the city, put mattresses on the
almost sounded
floor
like they were
because
gonna
you don't
sleep
want to
together.
walk around. No, you don't want to walk around. You want to lay low, so no one, and then you pop out and shoot people out windows
Going
and
to the
stuff.
mattresses,
But it
'cause
sounds
people-
like your whole house is mattresses.
Yeah,
it
it's
sounds
a
like
hostel.
it sounds like a cult over there. It's like you guys all got Nikes and Kool-Aid and you do comedy.
Nah, we can't afford Nike. What are you talking about?
We don't got Kool-Aid. We got that cheap stuff.
The only person that would drink Kool-Aid is nobody.
So who you got over there? You got
it's
Akeem
me.
Woods, who's doing pretty well. He was just in a festival last weekend
Yeah,
somewhere.
Akeem Woods.
Mhm.
My older brother lives there.
Okay.
There's a friend of mine, pretty gangster. He lives there. He let me know that we live in the jungle. He's counting all the people.
Yeah,
There's
go
like
ahead.
6 of us.
6 of us in
Oh,
one
I
room.
got to check on the thing in a minute.
Oh,
But
yeah.
so
Okay.
it's me, is Akeem, Joshua, Miles, and Matt Price. There's
Yeah.
5 of us.
Five
Cool.
of you.
And how many bedrooms?
Oh, it's only 2.
Oh, okay.
And
That sounds about
so
right.
do you
So
guys
too.
like bunk up in each room, or what's
No,
going on?
no. So
You got a room?
well, no, I give the Joshua and Miles got the big room.
The guys not doing comedy?
Not doing comedy because they're at the house more.
Right. So the guys who aren't chasing their dreams are living better than everybody. I just want to point out to people listening, that's the way life is.
Oh, okay.
That's the way life
Well,
is.
my older brother is chasing his dreams.
Yeah.
He's
And that's why his name's on the lease.
He's going to kick the table and leave.
No, I'm just dude, I'm there. I mean, we're all there. We know what you're talking
the
about.
other people that ain't doing shit. They got the good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People that are. No, my older brother, he's actually trying to be. He's in music school because he's trying to whatever with music, and the other guy. I mean, he
Like, is
do-
he getting into like producing and
Yeah,
recording and
yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool,
so
man.
drug dealer. That's
So
cool.
he'll be
drug dealer.
he'll be
No, that's
he'll be
all right.
doing he'll be doing Preacher's next album. They're making it a whole family affair
man.
type thing, man.
Gotcha.
trying to do the Lawson brother
Yeah,
thingy.
I like it. I like it.
Wave up on him.
Yeah, and how's Matt as a roommate? You okay?
Matt's cool, man. He's-
Here's the problem with magicians. It's like, man, I made your leftovers disappear.
Oh, bruh.
Is he always doing
Between him and
magic?
Akeem, I bet there's no leftover food in the fridge ever.
First of all, Akeem eats horrible.
Really? I just remember
He
Akeem.
can't cook.
Akeem would come if you sat down to eat. Akeem would sit down across from you, and before you took a bite, he'd be like, "You gonna finish that?" I'm
yeah.
like, "Dude, I just
dude,
got it."
What kind of food is that? That looks great. Oh, that's
That
your
looks-
twice? I'm
that
just going to
looks
try one.
delicious.
Dude. I'm
Yeah.
just going to try one.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna.
going to try one more. Like, bruh,
It's like Elmer Fudd eating French fries. It
Yo,
really
I
is.
was like, you ate my whole meal.
Oh man, you weren't
You
eating
went
it.
from trying a sample to eating it.
And he does that thing where he puts his fingers on all of them when
Yeah,
he goes in
you're
for
like, all right,
one.
here,
You're
here,
like,
here.
yeah.
Oh, dude, thank you. I didn't know you thought you were going to eat it. But I guess.
Love you, boo.
So
You touch your belly
Yeah,
button.
touch your belly button. Something weird.
I know you gotta get in and check on the show. I know we hijacked you, but I wanted to ask you. I'm like, where do you? And we asked this to a lot of people, but where does your material come from? Do you find that you wait for something funny to happen, then write about it, or do you sit down and actually try to write stuff?
I think I do both. Because sometimes I'll sit down and I'm like, I just got to get to a mode where I write because comedy is just stand-up is great, but you're still gonna have to find something else to do as well. Like you could be a comedian and a writer, or a comedian and an actor, a comedian, and, you know what I mean? So I try to write so I could get into the mode of writing more. But most of actually all my comedy are real things that happen.
Right.
And then I just add and exaggerate it or take something out of it. Or
Do you have anything you're working on now besides your stand-up? Like have you put out for any projects? Or are you writing any spec scripts or screenplays or anything like that?
Oh, I'm trying to I'm writing with Darren Moore.
Yeah, I know Darren.
Yeah.
Love Darren.
So we're trying to. Okay.
What is it, Penis Picasso?
The way.
Penis Picasso.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
was
that
weird.
bit. I love it.
It's funny. It's weird though.
I
Yeah.
love it.
But we're trying to make like write a show, and then I help Preacher. I'm helping Preacher on some
Top secret
things.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's all right. Top secret stuff.
But yeah,
Cool.
he's doing well. But me and Darren are trying to do like a little small show on YouTube. So we're
Oh,
right
nice.
now.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
Cool.
so-
And let us know when that comes out.
Oh,
Love
definitely,
to see it.
definitely, man.
But what about you? You doing anything?
That sounds as
Nothing.
cool as that. No,
Nothing.
I'll be editing his stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's not true.
And getting taller, you know.
All right,
Cool, man.
see,
I'm sorry.
You don't gotta crush.
I
your
was like,
dreams.
it was
Don't
there,
crush
and
dreams. Don't crush dreams.
I was like, this is the perfect opportunity.
Well, I'd love to keep talking with you, but I know you got to get in there and close out the show and stuff.
Man, it's
But-
good to see y'all, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
thanks for stopping by, man.
Thanks for
get
stopping
these
by,
guys
Justin
out.
Lawson.
Round
Everyone.
of applause for Justin Lawson, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, how
Are
much
you
longer?
not entertained? All right.
How much longer? You're here tomorrow night. You're at the Orlando Improv tomorrow.
I'm here till I leave Sunday morning.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
hosting for Bruce.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here all weekend with Bruce. Bruce.
Well, not all weekend.
Not Sunday.
Sunday
Right.
morning.
All right,
till
cool,
Sunday.
man.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun.
I'm off this weekend, so I'll definitely swing by, check you out.
Bet.
Cool,
All right,
man.
It's gonna
And
be
you
fun.
can find Justin Lawson at Justin Lawson on Instagram.
Oh yeah. Justin L.
L.
Lawson
Lawson.
on Instagram. Well, you could just type Justin Lawson. A black dude's gonna pop up. Just click on.
Yeah, we'll put it on the link too.
There's
We'll
that.
do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for
Appreciate
stopping
it,
by.
man.
We'll see you around.
It's like a reptar growl. It's like- All right, guys. Thank
Take
you.
care, brother.
Later,
Thanks.
homie.
Oh man, well that was cool.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Justin. What else you got? Justin thought we were off air. He's like, yeah, that was cool.
He was
Now we got to fill 20 more minutes of this crap. No, the next 20 minutes is usually just spent talking about, man, I hate that guy.
Yeah. I mean, me and
Oh,
Mike
it's going
talk
so well.
about-
He's got a show going. I know Darren Moore. How come Darren didn't call me for a show? You know?
Talk about the things that we're not doing.
Yep.
So
Oh, good for him, man. Yeah. So last week I got called up. I think, because we did the podcast, and then I went straight home, packed my bags, had to get on the road to do radio and stuff like that. Went down to Naples, drove through the middle of the state. Have you ever driven through the middle of the state of Florida?
is that going to Tampa?
Like, no, this
No,
is
no,
You're
no.
talking. If you stayed on
I'm
I-4,
always drive
yeah.
the coast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
never down the middle.
I-4 is like a main road, dude. Like, I go through the back roads down to Naples, and we're talking about places like Wauchula and Arcadia and Zoloft Springs. And these are places, when you drive through it, it actually looks like Leave It to Beaver neighborhoods, dude. Like, the biggest shop in town is a small engine repair shop, because they don't go to Lowe's for nothing, because Lowe's is driving to the city. You know, that type of
jeez.
thing. And it's like the speed limits go from 65 to 55 to 30 to 25 to 55 to 45 to 30 to 20.
And they're all handwritten signs.
Yeah.
It's not a real
yeah.
sign.
And like when you get pulled over by, and that's how they make their money. They just sit there hiding, waiting for you to miss one of
Jeez.
those signs. And when you get pulled over by a cop, he's like, well, what we're going to do is we're going to impound your car. Now here's the tow company that's going to do it. And then it's his brother that owns the tow truck company.
Sounds
And
like
then
a-
when you go to court, another brother is the judge. It's like families run the towns there. And
Did this happen to you?
dude, I've been pulled over going through there, like all small towny, and it really is like Barney Fife. Like, you know why I pulled you over, boy?
But thank God for your skin, huh?
Yeah, I do like my skin.
Oh man, because if it was me,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, you'd still be in jail.
we'd be doing the podcast today.
Did you know your taillights were out? No, they weren't. Hammered.
They are now, boy.
There now. Yeah, they still have public hangings every third Sunday of the month.
Jesus.
No, I don't know if that's
I'm
true.
gonna say, what the hell?
But
You sure you're in Florida still?
yeah, man. But I was down in Naples working with Mark Curry and hanging with Mr. Cooper, and it was a fun weekend, man. And you know, he really is one of those guys who went to the back, hung out, minded his own business till the middle of the week, and then for some reason he just got really chatty and really talkative, and like became, you know, we started talking. Nice guy, and he saw my merchandise. He's like, dude, he's like, let me see that thing. And you know how I am. I work with someone. I give him like one of the watches or wallets.
Right.
And I gave him a watch, and he tried to pay me for it. He's like, are you serious? He's like, this is a cool thing. He's like, man, I need like 10 of these. I need like 20 of these. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll give you a deal if you want 10 or 20. He's like, you know who's going to love this? Cat Williams, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, if you give one of those to Cat Williams, and you need to take a video of you and Cat lighting cigars with my watches. He's like, on it. And then he did a whole video for me of him trying to sell my watch for me and everything.
No kidding.
Yeah, he was just a cool, laid-back guy. Super tall, though. I mean, you and I are short, and just normal tall people make me feel short.
I hate all tall
Dude,
people.
I have a picture, and it's me on my toes just to get in the frame with him. Like, it's ridiculous, man. So what's been going on
So
with
good.
you?
You had a good weekend.
Yeah, a good weekend. Merch sales were really
You
good.
seem
Shows
more
were really
like relaxed. That you had a good weekend.
The only thing that really upset me is because they didn't know it was supposed to be a 2-man show and it became a 3-man show. Like they threw on a host at the last minute. And then Mark still wanted to do his full time. So, of course, they cut down time between the host and the feature.
Right.
So I was doing 15-minute sets as a feature. 15-minute sets.
I was going to say, for you, that sounds like a
6
nightmare.
shows. It's not a nightmare.
For me, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll do it.
Well, that's what's funny because the GM of the place was like, I thought you'd be happy. Most features here, they only got to do 15. I'm like, dude, I left my family and drove all the way out here for a week. I want to do my time.
Yeah.
And you know me, I videotape stuff and I'm trying out new stuff and I want to work it. But, so it wasn't a pain. It was easy. I'm like, I'm just going to go out there and do my favorite bam, 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 bam. And it worked. It was great. But, you just kind of want to do your time. But whatever, man. I mean, bitch, I'm complaining about the smallest things. I got paid well for what I was doing. They put me up in a nice hotel out there. I sold a ton of merch. So life's good, dude. Life's good. I'm actually off this week. Next week, I'm at Porky's in
I love that
Kissimmee or St. Cloud, right?
No. Yes? Is it St. Cloud?
Yeah, I think it's St. Cloud.
It's somewhere out there.
We'll find out. We'll be back on the podcast before.
Yeah, it's St. Cloud. I think it's St. Cloud.
And so I'm there Friday and Saturday. And I got a call from Henry or Harry, the guy that runs the Attic, that open mic. That's your guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he hit me up on Facebook. I guess they're doing another. And they were packed last time we were there.
We're going to be double packed.
You think so?
You know why?
Why?
Got a backing. K92.3.
Oh, wow.
Is going to announce it on the radio station.
And is that
Obi,
okay. He's doing the country thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm out there. I'm out there now. I guess I'm closing out that show that night. And that was a fun room. We had a good time out there. And then at the very end of the month, I'm going on the road with Louis Anderson. So we're doing Ponte Verde, we're doing Fort Lauderdale, we're doing Clearwater, and we're doing Key West.
I might shoot out to Clearwater.
Yeah, dude.
That's Saturday, hopefully, though, right?
Let's see, September 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. I got to pull up the exact dates. I know the 29th is Kissimmee, which is Saturday. Or I'm sorry, with the 29th is Key West. 28th is Fort Lauderdale. I think the 27th, it's a Thursday. I think that's Clearwater.
Shoot.
So
I'm not
we'll
gonna
have
be
to
able
figure it out. But man, I'm not into sports. But did you see this? Did you see this Serena Williams thing?
Yeah, she lost her crap, bro.
Dude!
And, she slammed that racket on the ground and, destroyed it. Like Hulk.
I didn't understand. I got back to my hotel room.
I still don't understand what happened.
It was all the news. It was all the rage. Basically, what happened is she was going up against this girl, younger tennis player. And was the girl from Japan or China? Because the big deal was it was Japan's first.
I don't want to say anything I don't. Well, I usually say things I don't know. But I don't know.
I think it was Japan's first win or something like that, or first time winning. What's the award there? Is it not the World Cup or the? No,
dude, I'm so ignorant when it comes to tennis. I don't know anything.
So what did you hear about it?
All I know is that she threw a tantrum for losing, pretty much. Like she was losing points, and then the guy took points from her for, I guess, sportsmanship, and then she called him a thief, and then he took another point away from her, and then she called sexism.
Right.
And I don't know what's going on though, but for me, it sounded like she was losing, which. A part of me goes, man, she kind of just ripped that other girl's win away.
Well, yeah,
because that girl was winning. That girl was winning, and she was losing, and she didn't like it. She got beat, but she still got the fame of this. She got all the media. Instead of focusing on the winner, they went focus on the loser because Serena Williams.
Yeah. So basically, this is what I gathered. Serena and this, that's the sad part about it. Like you just said. I don't know this girl's name or what country she was from, but it was a big deal. She was a young girl, and I think it was it was the U.S. Open Women's Final. So it was a big deal. This girl, she was young, and it was Japan or China's first win at the U.S. Open or something like that.
And she looked up to Serena.
And she looked up to Serena, and it's all overshadowed now because of
Serena
this.
threw a tantrum.
And even at the awards ceremony, I was reading another story where the audience was booing the girl when she got her award.
The winner.
Yeah, and Serena had to come up and say, "Hey, let's stop with the boos. Let's, it's about her and everything else." But I gathered the first thing that happened, we got this fly just going around.
It could be all over the video of us trying to catch this stupid fly.
So I guess the first thing that happened is Serena got a call. The umpire called her for coaching.
Right.
which is like when you're coaching. Which I don't understand why you're not allowed to do that. Number one.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know.
Your coach is literally supposedly giving signals and everything else. And so she said, of course, she's like, I'm not getting coaching. I'm not getting signals and everything else. My daughter's in the audience. You need to apologize. She's telling all this to the chair judge or whatever.
Right.
But then afterwards, the coach was like, yeah, I was giving her signals. You know, it's like, dude, get your story straight. And he said, he's like, everybody gives signals. Even the other player was. It's like, okay, so everybody's doing it, blah, blah, blah. You got caught. That's the difference.
Right.
But then I guess she slammed her racket down.
And you destroyed it.
Yeah, and they took a point from her, everything, and then she just went ballistic, like crying, like, "How can you guys do this to me?" and everything else. And yeah, it just seemed like a lot of poor sportsmanship. But I don't know, maybe she was getting screwed over. I mean, who knows? But just to see you fall apart like that's not pretty.
I mean, it's one of those things where you're just like, all right, cool. You still ruined this girl's winning.
Yeah, this poor girl.
You took it away from her.
Yeah, this poor girl.
Like, hey, that girl won. What's her name? I don't know.
You don't like what's going on? Just go out there and friggin' beat her. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, and then, the sexism claim came out, of course, because
it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy to say, and then,
yeah.
And then it throws guys in a wet because we don't even know what that means. Like, what? What does that mean?
But because apparently the chair judge was a male. So,
right, of course.
And then, but, everybody starts pointing back and looking back to, like, John McEnroe. And I'm like, yeah, John McEnroe is famous for his outbreaks and everything else, throwing rackets around and stuff like that.
Is that the bald head guy?
No, he had a pretty good hair for a while.
I don't know who you're talking about.
But he was known for his anger.
Okay.
Like, he was known for being just over the top, angry, and everything else. And I'm, like, wondering if that's where they lost their points and stuff.
I don't know.
That's the thing. You got to look back and go, okay, was he treated differently? Or, as far as I know, he lost a ton of points acting like a jackass. That was kind of his thing, though. I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
This is why.
I'm like trying to picture him. Like,
really?
I know. I have no idea who that is.
Man, you need to Google John McEnroe.
Is he like
he's famous for
like losing his shit?
Yeah, people would watch his matches, not even for the tennis, just to watch him lose his shit. Yeah. So
like Mel Gibson loses shit?
Yeah, I don't know if it was that racist, but
Okay, because Mel Gibson is my favorite.
Yeah.
He's my favorite person to lose
shit.
But
what you got going on over there, man?
No, I had a pretty kind of chill weekend. But I'm also kind of like, I think I'm turning my girlfriend into me, and it's kind of freaking me out.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because like I'm trying to be like that boyfriend that was like trying to take her out to places where I normally wouldn't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But she's hitting me with the reverse. So I'm like, hey, you want to go out? She's like, no, I just want to stay home. I'm like, what trap is this?
Well, dude, she's a nurse, right?
Yeah.
And she works a lot of long shifts.
But she also likes to get out.
Does she?
Well, I thought she did. Not anymore.
I was saying, dude, there's just days where I don't want to, especially when I come off the road. Like this past month killed me. 2 weeks straight with Dustin Diamond. Last week out in Naples with Mark Curry. Like there is nothing better than just getting the kids to bed and just clicking on Netflix and being done with your day.
Yeah, what I'm worried about is getting it thrown back in my face.
That you never take her anywhere?
Exactly.
You never do anything?
I never do anything.
You know what you do? You got to start keeping a journl of all the times she's
on the
asked
calendar.
Her. And
she
then,
said no.
And then like the next time she's like, you never take me anywhere. Just go pull out your bifocals. She'll be like, it seems here that on September 9th of 2018 at 8:30 p.m. I had asked you, babe, what would you like to do tonight? You said, and I quote, nothing. And then I asked you what you want to do this week, and you said, I don't care, I don't know, nothing. And then on September 12th, I once again asked you, hey, baby, you want to go dancing tonight? And you said, not in the mood.
You know what? As stupid as that sounds,
you
got to do it.
I
want to do it. I got to do it.
Because women remember everything. And you need to start living your relationship like you're going to be in front of a judge soon. And just be like.
Just having it on record.
Yeah. And maybe you don't even speak for yourself. You just call me and you're like, hello, I will be speaking for Mr.
I got a record of this right now. This is my record. September 13th? Whatever today is.
But it's nice that, at least you're seeing that there's some concern. And maybe that's what you need to do. Go home and just be like, hey, look, I feel like, I just want to take you out. I want to make sure I'm doing my boyfriend duties.
Right.
And that's why I don't want to push you. If you want to relax, you want to relax. I just don't want to hear, a week from now, we never do anything.
Yeah.
Because I so want to do some things.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all that's going on with me, man. Yeah. And then I pretty much had a relaxed weekend. Didn't do any comedy.
Yeah.
I got a comedy gig this Friday at Broken Cauldron.
Oh, yeah, you're doing that room, huh?
Yeah, they're doing a 1-year anniversary. And
What are you getting paid for that?
I think a free water.
Oh,
so yeah.
Oh, I thought you got paid for gigs. I've been doing comedy all wrong. I've been taking money.
Yeah, I should. I used to take money from the flyers.
So you're doing an open mic
I'm doing an open mic
on Friday,
on Friday,
a booked open mic.
and I think I'm supposed to do Joe Neal's room on Sunday.
Oh, okay, the Loma Bowl.
But again, that's another open mic.
I had
for me.
fun out there a while ago. It was
Yeah,
a good
because you got paid.
Yeah, that's because I'm a professional comedian.
Yeah.
But speaking of getting paid, dude, you're coming out on the road. You're doing gigs with me. You're featuring. the
Yay!
Bonkers. I know you said yes to Homosassa, Ocala, and Sanford.
Yes.
And you got to check on Daytona still with
Only
your dad?
because like Christmas week.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm gone or not.
Yeah.
So I gotta double check that.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not Christmas. It's after Christmas, but it's during that week.
Yeah.
So we got to figure it out.
I gotta figure it out.
Yeah. But that'll be cool, man.
Yeah, that'll be. It's gonna be. and
be
we
fun.
gotta sit down because how many minutes I gotta do?
I'll give you the same deal I gave Kevin White and Charlie Boo when they start featuring for me. Don't try to fill 25, 30. I want you to do your best 18.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You're over there going, I only need 9 more minutes.
I need 9. You're being generous.
Yeah. No, dude, I wouldn't ask you to do it if I didn't think you had the time.
All right. All right.
But yeah, you're gonna love this. I got all rednecky today.
How's that?
Well, as you know, I've been battling with the, I came home. I've been taking care of the pool, having to do landscape at my house and everything else. Got this big palm tree by the pool, and I found out that's where a lot of the wasps are building their nest. They got sneaky. They got sneaky because they knew I was checking the rafters and, along the roof line, and they knew I was finding all their spots. Well, the other day I looked, and behind one of the palm branches, there was a wasp nest. And I checked another one. Sure enough, there was another wasp nest. So I'm like, this has to come down. The only thing is it's right by the edge of my patio where the pool is, so it's not like a place I can put a ladder. Plus, you don't want to put a ladder near a tree where there's a ton of wasp nests, because then when you go cut that branch, if they come out, you got 2 options. Jump off, break your friggin' legs, or get stung by wasps. Neither one is something I want to do.
I want video of you doing this so bad.
So I went ahead and I went on to Lowe's, and I'm like, okay, well, I need a pole saw because I got to trim these branches off.
Right.
And they got all these electric ones, gas-powered ones, everything else for like $200-$300. The manual one, just a
stick and a saw.
A string and stick and a saw.
Yeah.
Like $80. And I was like, screw that. So I have the swimming poles that I use with the skimmer and the brushing. And I had a coping saw I used for making my kids' Pinewood Derby car. Remember when I had to do that?
Yeah.
And I have a roll of duct tape. Now, let's get something straight. I'm not an inventor. I'm not a genius. But when the directions for making the invention are in the name of the invention, I can figure shit out. Pole saw. I got a pole. I got a saw.
I need a pole saw. I'm going to make it out of duct tape.
And, dude, it worked perfectly.
Worked wonders.
Dude, I took out branches. I got my little coping saw, 20 times around, wrapping it up on the pole, went up there. You see all these wasps come. Baby's mama was behind me with a can of wasp spray, just like playing defense while I took stuff down. Oh, yeah, dude, we trimmed that.
I tell you what, my yard look magnificent.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is we trimmed all the low-hanging ones in the front first, and then the ones in the back were still hanging down, and she was like, look,
What, do you got a jungle in your backyard?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I got to see this backyard.
Yeah. So I trimmed all the low ones in the front, and then it was just the ones in the back of the palm tree hanging out. And she's like, look, the palm tree has a mullet. And I'm like, and this is why you stay at home and take care of the kids, and I'm on the road doing comedy. She was dying, dude. She was in tears. She thought she wrote the best joke ever. I'm like, you know what? Let's flip-flop. You go on the road doing comedy. I'll stay home, and we'll see how long the power stays on.
It was kind of funny.
You think that was funny?
A little bit.
That was horrible.
That's funny.
Now I'm questioning giving you feature dates. I'm nervous. Maybe I should just take her. That way the money stays in the house.
I got a palm tree I shaved. Look like a mullet tree.
All right. I'm ready to turn this off just based on this. But we are down to 1 bar, I guess, right? And how much time we at? Well,
I don't know. I'm scared that the thing's just going to shut off on us.
Yeah, we got to figure this out.
I had everything ready, and then I left the power cable for the Zoom at home because I'm a genius.
Yeah, but you know what? So far, so good. I'm happy. We got to sit down and talk with Justin for a little bit.
Yeah,
we got to BS about some of this crap coming up. Next week, I'll be promoting all those shows that I was really talking about because I'm just going to enjoy this weekend off, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's we'll get together. We'll do some skits. We gotta work on some stuff.
I got some stuff I want to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. Unless you had anything else for today.
I don't. I want to thank Latin Sushi again for. We gotta get you a shirt, by the way. Your size is
large.
There you go. Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
Large is good.
Yeah.
Large is good. Show off those guns.
Yeah.
Latin Sushi.
Suns out, guns out.
Latin Sushi. Everyone that's subscribed to us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. You can see all the videos. We're on Google Play now also. And Instagram and Facebook, of course.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. That's our show. This is episode 33.
Yeah, because you blindsided
I cheated on you. I did 32.
Dude, I listened to 3 minutes. It was the worst thing I've ever heard. The levels were all off. You guys were all drunk. You were talking about things.
We
talk about things no one cares about. You guys were talking about things I didn't even care about.
And it got 27 views on YouTube. Our highest view on YouTube.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
Because they all want to see your girlfriend. We've been.
You know what? It was my
time.
girlfriend. I 100% believe it.
You throw
it was
a girl
female,
in
and I was
mix.
like, oh, it's a female on. Let's see what she got to say.
Yep.
That's what it was.
I mean, we gotta have her on every episode now. Just kind of coming in, giving her
switch
2
it
cents,
up a little bit,
doing some relationship advice.
Yeah.
We'll what you do? Maybe that's what we should do. We should disguise everything you want to ask her as questions from listeners. Like, hey, my girl and I just bought a $5,000 bed. Wow, this sounds strangely familiar.
How'd you do that?
Or I'm asking my girl to go out all the time, and she always says she's not in the mood. What should I do? I don't want her thinking I'm bailing. I'm being a good boyfriend. Question mark.
Question mark. Blankety blank blank blank.
What you got over here on this, Jonah?
Well, that's it, man.
And she'd be like, maybe if you had a bigger dick.
All right.
Okay, wow.
You had to go there.
Why?
That's so rude.
I'm sorry.
Because it's mediocre.
Yeah.
All right. It's acceptable.
Now I feel horrible. But I feel like that joke was better than your whole episode 32.
32.
32.
32.
What was it called?
It was called
Drinking or
I don't remember
margaritas? You guys made margaritas then.
We made mojitos and it was horrible. We all got sick off of it.
Did you really?
Not really. I measured it in a measuring cup. The alcohol. It was horrible. We all drank like 4 ounces.
We should have ended this episode 2 minutes ago.
Well, that's Obligatory Podcast with Kermit and Mike. Good to have you back, homie. We'll see you again next week. And
all right. Yeah. Thanks to Justin Lawson for his time.
Thanks for Justin Lawson.
Look him
for
up
his
on
time.
YouTube and Instagram and all that other stuff. If you can't find him, look up Preacher's Brother. He's there. And if you ever need a bagel, stop on by. Ask for the everything bagel.
And scrape off the poppy seeds.
All right.
All right.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Adios. Oh, you love someone.